help me.
Give him chloroform.
Please help me. Oh!
This is a frightening reality. People aged 80 to 101 who used to be productive sit day after day feeling alone and useless. For many, this life is intolerable. Yet they live longer. They fill our nursing homes.
Oh, my God, I won't touch your face like this.
This woman is 101.
You wouldn't come here?
No, and I've been here where...
You've been here before. You didn't like it.
Okay.
Oh, help me. Help me.
All righty.
Help me.
Here we go.
You go to the devil at one fire. Oh! Oh!
Sweetie! Oh, come down. Be a good girl. Look at all the people you're bothering. Be a good girl. Here, take this pill. Take this pill. It'll calm you down. Here, take this pill.
Kessler, we're going to reality orientation. Don't you want to go to reality orientation?
For 5 years, we emphasized the present and did not realize that many severely disoriented aged cannot face this reality. We patronize people instead of listening to them.
Nobody tells them.
I don't want to know what
I think we're going to have to change her before she goes to reality orientation. She really smells bad.
Mrs. Kessler, they're going to change you.
Mrs. Kessler, be a good girl. Calm down. We're going to change you before you go to class. Okay?
Sit down. Mrs. Kessler. Mrs. Kessler, we're going to find out what day it is today.
I'm looking for yesterday.
You're looking for yesterday?
Yeah, I'm looking for yesterday.
In this scene, you will see why our repeated emphasis on reality was premature and did not work.
Where you are right now. And isn't that important?
What?
Where you are?
I don't know.
That we are all living in a home where you go when you get older and you don't have your own home anymore. What is wrong? You're just older and you're living in a home and it's a beautiful day. It's going to be spring soon. And everything's going to be just lovely because the flowers are coming out and the buds are coming out.
Don't give me all that crap.
But it's going to be springing, Mrs. Ward.
I want to know what happened to my mother and dad. That's all I want to know.
Why don't you get that What happened? Your mother and dad passed away, Mrs. Ward. Your mother and dad just passed away. And that happens when you get older.
Not always. Oh, my mother still, thank God, is better than a lot of young people. That's one.
Now,
Reality is different.
When is the funeral set for?
So I have nothing to complain about that.
we have to talk about reality. That should we get Mrs. Kessler? Mrs. Kessler, you're going to fall if you keep walking. It's important to know that our parents have passed away.
Most of our parents, they have retired her shoelaces.
Both of them have passed away. Both of your parents, Mrs. Ward. And it's going to be a lovely day today, so we don't want to think about all that.
You don't, huh? Oh, I do. They were my parents, not yours.
Don't you want to think about the nice things about living here, and that it's spring, you know, it's almost March, and the flowers are going to bud? and that we're all going to be here, living here in this home where you live when you're older.
Is that going to apply to us?
Yes.
I'm going to get out.
What do you want, Mrs. Kessler?
I want to go home.
But you can't go home. You're in a home for older people. You don't have your own home anymore.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Funny way to...
Why don't you give it to us straight?
It didn't be that way.
Why don't you give it to us straight? Tell me. Is my mother and dad both gone?
Your mother and dad are both gone. They're both gone.
So you won't have to worry about them.
So you won't have to worry about them. Mrs. Kessler, I'm going to tie you up so you don't have to fall. Because you may trip over that. There's a chair.
Not adapted yet to that new neighborhood.
Well, we're not living in a neighborhood. We're in a home for older people where you go when you're older.
Oh, I know it, but a lot of times people that are old can live longer than a lot of young people. You said it.
And spring is coming.
Smile a little bit, will you? Smile a little bit when you say that.
Oh!
I'm on the next lamppost.
Oh!
You won't tell me what's going on. I have to know.
I wouldn't say a word if I fall. I fall the
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Please don't do that. Don't do
Get
that.
out of here. I think it's a waste of time. You're making is a waste of time. There's nothing to gain aside.
I think we should end our meeting now, don't you?
Yes, I do too. Very much.
It wasn't a very good meeting, was it? What did you say, Mrs. Firth?
I think the whole thing was crazy. I think so too.
We stopped pushing our reality because it hurt people and made them feel even more alone.
Very much so.
But doesn't everybody need to know where they're living and what the day is and that the spring is coming and the flowers are coming up?
Oh, don't give us that crap. Yeah. Oh, go on. You talk like a damn fool.
She's right. Reality orientation helps mildly confused people, not Mrs. Ward, who wants an answer to the tragedies in her past, or Mrs. Kessler, who wants to escape and go back to her own home. I avoided their feelings. When life isn't the way I want it to be, don't I sometimes shut out reality and see the world through my eyes? If the present becomes painful, does the past become real and each generation see the world differently?